What's up, crypto family? Welcome back to the Cryptologic channel. My name is John, and my mission here on this channel is to make crypto as logical as possible. So if you guys are rocking with that, please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and that notification bell to be notified whenever a new video drops. I'm kind of irritated right now because I was recording a video before this video that you guys are seeing now, and my power went out. So I was already like 15 minutes into the video, and the power went out, and I was like, all right, well, I'll just pick up where I left off, and I just went through my computer storage, and it's not there. It's like corrupted, so I have to redo the video from beginning. So I'm kind of annoyed about it, but it is what it is. No excuses. You gotta keep it pushing, right? But yeah, basically this video is going to be about XRP, AVAX, flow, LCX ties to regulation, speculation, obviously, based off of some research I did, and yeah. And I'm also going to talk about Flow and why I think they're a blue chip, which I've said in the past multiple times. I believe I'll be one of the only people that talk about Flow as well as LCX. Shout out to everyone that does talk about LCX, Tokenizer, CoinGecko, LCX King, everybody, and everybody else that I'm forgetting right now on top of my head. But yeah, this video is going to be kind of broad. I love these type of videos. It's the overall crypto space. And yeah, I kind of want to give an update on the market today too. We've had a crazy week. Inflation's going to get worse, and that's going to affect the market moving forward. USDT, I'm going to be talking about that. But yeah, happy Friday. So I hope you guys are doing well. I hope that you guys are staying strong, dollar cost averaging. Like I said it in the past, it is very risky right now to be investing into certain projects and expect gains right now because the market is completely down. So you have to be vigilant in regards of the sediment of the market. You have to be respect the space, because you can't expect 100x's, 1000x's, 30%, 40%. You'll see some, but you can't be chasing those. Okay? But yeah, like my brain is like kind of like all over the place because I'm like worried that the power's gonna shut off again. I'm trying to get this video out, but so like I was talking the last video and it just shut off. I was so frustrated, and I had to wait for it to come back on. Right there, like it's like the whole complex went out. But whatever, I'm just gonna roll with it. And I wanted to say, I haven't really been shilling the Discord as much, but I feel like I need to, in the sense that you need to be in a like-minded community. You need to have people around you that are interested in what you're saying and what you're talking about. Other people feeding information and things like that. And that's why I highly advise you join the Cryptologic Discord, because it actually provides you a place to talk about crypto and be around a community that supports you and will help bring you information. You have any questions, etc. So if you click the snip feed link in the description, it'll take you to the Discord. You have to click the Discord link in the snip feed link. I do that so then I don't have my raw Discord link out there and bots can come in and infect it. So I just have it in a snip feed link, so you have to like do a couple clicks to get there. Come in there. You'll be welcome with open arms, and it's awesome. I do giveaways. I threw in a gem the other day, 2 days ago. There's always gems mentioned in there. And yeah, it's public, it's free, it's awesome. Be around other 650 plus people that are like-minded. And yeah, if you guys are watching this and you guys are not in the Discord, I highly advise you do so. And I also want to shout out to everyone who listened to the podcast or with Crypto Ralphie. Shout out to him. It was a dope podcast. It's doing really well. It was a great conversation about crypto, Luna, XRP. If you guys haven't checked it out, it should pop up right here at the top. Check that thing out. It was amazing. And yeah, let's just dive into the market and get the show on the road. So as of now, the market's at 1.24 trillion. Bitcoin still under 30K. Ethereum touched under 2,000. XRP still under the 50-cent range. Cardano and Solana, Dogecoin. You guys, the top 10 of crypto is disgusting right now. This makes me not bullish about crypto. So if you show people the top 10 of crypto and you show them this, 4 out of the top 10 are stable coins. 4 out of the top 10 cryptos are stable coins, and 1 is a shit coin, a useless coin, Dogecoin, right? And we got Solana, which I'm not a fan of, can't scale. It's just a sputtering ecosystem. Cardano hasn't even launched yet. I don't know what they're doing. And the only one I like, obviously, is XRP and Ethereum. Bitcoin's like whatever to me because it's the OG, right? Everything else is a stable coin. It's useless. So don't be fooled right now. The crypto market, this is the time to just do your research and be vigilant and dollar cost average into the products that you believe in. And I was talking to somebody the other day, actually yesterday, and they want to get into crypto, but they think it's too speculative for them right now to put money in. And I'm like, well, that's the point right now. That's where we are. We're still in the very early stages of crypto being fully adopted by the masses, and you have to hope that you don't get Netscape. And that's what he was in the era where people really believed in Netscape, invested in Netscape, and then Microsoft came out with Internet Explorer and wiped the Netscape off the face of the earth, right? So there's going to be a lot of tokens out there that you're investing in, whereas one of the top 50 or whatever comes up with the same exact solution to the problem that your favorite tokens is solving, and then your token gets wiped out. That money that's in your token gets sent into that new token, right? Or that existing token that ends up saying, hey, we'll fix this problem too. So we know that there will be a monopoly. We know that there will be cryptos that will be put on pedestals. You just have to do your due diligence and be strong-minded and invest in the ones that you think will stand the test of time and actually solve the problems that they're setting out to solve, right? Or be a focal point of the crypto space. And as you can see here, so that's what I'm saying. I don't really like the top 10 right now. It's hideous. There's a lot of gems out there, but you just got to do your research, right? I threw one in the other day in Discord, so I'm saying again, join the Discord if you want to see what it is. The overall market is a little bit red. USC 6 cents is dead. I don't know if it'll ever come back. We'll see. Everything else is down. Good dollar cost average day. Atoms on a nice up pump today, 4% today. It stands out because everything else is red, right? 4%. I mean, if you bought in the beginning of the month, you're still down 50%. If you bought at the beginning of the year, you're still down 15%. So you had to have bought within the last day or last week to make some profits. That's how it goes, right? And it goes for every token out there. Everything is you lost money if you bought within the last few months, except for Steppen. If you bought Steppen in the beginning of the year, you're up 700%. Amazing. Or from a year ago. Awesome. That's awesome. They'll be a prominent player. They're going to have competition, though, in my opinion. So we'll see what happens there. But, yeah, so this is the next thing I wanted to talk about real quick. The previous video that I was doing before I got cut off by my power being out I was talking about this. And this is, I can't believe that this is actually a thing, that this is actually happening. I actually made a TikTok about this last night, and this is so funny. The SEC can't confirm if video of Bill Hinman is actually Bill Hinman in the Ripple case. After reasonable inquiry, the information known and currently available is not sufficient to enable the commission to admit or deny this request, the SEC stated in court documents. So they're saying that they can't confirm if the video where Bill Hinman's talking about Ethereum isn't a security is actually Bill Hinman. And people are like, wait a minute. Like, I hope that this is not real, but it's real. Bill Hinman, we all know, has a famous speech out there where he says, I don't believe Ethereum is a security. He ends up leaving the SEC and then goes and advises for a firm that invests heavily into Ethereum, and they actually paid him millions. And there's emails, which is what the SEC doesn't want to be used in court, where they had conversations 3 times where it's basically conversations about, okay, how do we maneuver through this and let Ethereum win, basically, and then basically picking Ethereum as the chosen one, and then letting XRP take the lawsuit and tanking it and putting it on pause in the U.S. So that's a conflict of interest. You're pushing another token, and you're favoring another token over another one when you're supposed to be neutral. That's the problem, and this is hilarious. They circled his big-ass head right here. It's so funny. It's like, oh, we don't know if that's him. So what is it? Is it like a deep fake? You know, like, is it a fake? Very interesting. The next thing I want to talk about is Tether. Tether had a lot of FUD over the past year, and I remember talking about this on the podcast a while ago. Tether supposedly was never backed by real currency. It was never backed by anything. It was a fugazi. It was fake money until they got their ecosystem got built. Then they started getting real money. So apparently people were saying, well, Tether is going to be the next thing to depeg. And if Tether were to depeg, so much volume is in Tether and people use Tether as an on-ramp, off-ramp. So many people would get hurt, just like UST did to the market. If Tether were the depeg and people lost their money on Tether, the whole crypto market would have just been destroyed. Bitcoin would have been under like $15,000, $10,000 in my opinion. But That's not going. That's going to be an alternate reality because Tether confirms fully backed reserves in latest assurance report. So the stablecoin issue has decreased its commercial paper holdings while increasing its U.S. Treasury bills. So the state of Tether's reserves. Tether's USD stablecoin is beyond fully backed, according to the latest assurance report provided by accounting firm MAH Cayman. The firm found that Tether's total assets are worth at least $82 billion, while its total liabilities amount to $82.2 billion. The state of Tether reserves is that the largest stablecoin, which is available by market cap, is indeed fully backed. So they're actually backed. They calm down the FUD. They're like, see, you dumb motherfuckers. We are fully backed. Your money is safe. Don't worry about it. Your money is backed to $1. It's not going to go under $1. It's backed. So that saved the market from crashing further. And yeah, I was very excited to hear that. I was like, oh, thank goodness, because the market would have been, well, not thank goodness. It's like a bittersweet thing because obviously you hold your crypto. If this were to have been the opposite and the market tanked, your portfolio is going to go to shit. You're going to lose all your money in your portfolio, and you have to fight that, which I think I've personally been able to beat that demon, right? That little curse in your head that makes you freak out. A lot of people wouldn't be able to handle that though, right? So I just feel like if this were to have gone the opposite, the market would have been completely devastated, which means you would have been able to buy so much amazing tokens at amazing discounts compared to now, even though now is still considered a big discount, but you would have gotten even more. So you probably would have gotten quant for under $20, right? But it's just the initial hit where you're like, well, what's the bottom, right? You buy at $30, $40, and then it goes down even more. So then you got to keep buying more. So it just depends on how much cash you have in reserves to buy. And that's a whole other thing that we don't have to worry about. Right now, you can just still focus on dollar cost average because we're still lower than where we were a year ago. And you should make money if you bought now in the next few years. That's how it goes right now. Right? And this is an issue that a lot of people are worried about is inflation. And the CoinGecko co-founder says the next 12 to 18 months will be challenging in the crypto markets as the Fed increases interest rates. So the Fed is going to just increase interest rates about 0.5%. And they're going to continue to do it about 5 or 6 more times for the rest of the year. So he says Bobby Wan has forecasted the next 12 to 18 months of crypto markets will be challenging. He cites that the U.S. Fed increasing interest rates to tame inflation as a reason to expect more pain in the crypto markets. The Bitcoin and crypto market will not be short, and we have to prepare for rough times. So he's thinking that it's going to be 12 to 18 months because they're raising interest rates to combat against inflation. And a lot of people don't want to leave their money in crypto because everything is getting more expensive, right? The Fed has no choice but to raise interest rates to tame inflation. Growth stocks valuation are highly sensitive to INR, and are being pummeled. With institutions' involvement, crypto is now highly correlated to TradeFi, traditional finance, and is being viewed like a tech stock. Risk on asset, so it's also taking a large beating. Many publicly listed tech stocks have seen its market cap drop 75% in the past 6 months. Are we near the bottom? Unfortunately, we're just at the start of the rate tightening cycle by the Feds. The Feds will have to continuously increase the interest rates for the next few quarters to tame inflation, and more pain is coming. So the next 12 to 18 months is going to be very challenging. We're printing out more money, obviously giving it to Ukraine, and more things in the U.S. or whatever the case may be. This is going to be a rough ride. I think the market's going to be low like this for a while, which gives you time to accumulate. So you have to find a way to make side hustles, make money right now to invest into these assets. This is your time to do so, and you don't want to miss out. These prices are steals right now. So now let's get away from that boring stuff, and let's get into some new things I want to talk about, right? And these two tokens, I love these two tokens. Okay? So right here, ApeCoin migration draws interest from Avalanche and Float. The Bored Ape Yacht Club linked ApeCoin DAO is in talks with Layer 1 suitors as the project considers a post-Ethereum future. So remember, ApeCoin launched their protocol or NFT on Ethereum, and it failed. It was horrific, right? Ethereum couldn't handle the scalability of it. So now, ApeCoin is reportedly in talks with Avalanche and Flow, two of my favorite layer ones. Avalanche being the one that I love the most, and Flow is one that I believe will be a blue chip crypto. And I want to I want to showcase something that while I was on my there was a power outage, right? Someone tweeted this at me. I'm gonna shout them out right now. I think I liked it. Where is it at, yo? Give me a second while I find it, y'all. Did I even like it? Like, where'd it go? Because I replied back right here. Right here. Shout out to Crypto King 02. He says, John, what's so special about Flow? I'm new to this project. Any good info, my friend? So I'll be making a thread about this later, and I'm going to talk about it right now for you, brother. So basically, ApeCoin, they launched Yuga Labs, and they launched their NFT project, failed horrifically. So they said, we're going to go on a different blockchain or we're going to make our own. And I've always said, I predicted that Avalanche was going to be one that they should look at, right? Avalanche is one of the most scalable projects with their 3 chains and highly efficient with security, highly efficient with scalability. And I forgot what the third one is, but they're able to connect and allow developers to build on their blockchain efficiently, right? Oh, yes. The third being decentralization. So blockchain decentralization is also a big critical thing, and they allow that, right? Flow is another one that I believe is very good. Not so much in the decentralization aspect, but they got security and they got scalability on lock. So that's why it's very genius for these two to be the choices, Avalanche and Flow. If there's a way for them to be interoperable, game changer. But the reason why I think Flow is a blue chip, one, it just got, by the way, yeah, one reason, they just got listed on Coinbase, right? In my opinion, when you get on Coinbase, you made it, right? Flow has just been listed on Coinbase, so now you can easily buy Flow on Coinbase. I've been buying mine on KuCoin. But the reason why Flow is so powerful, and we'll look at the pricing in right now. Flow is at $2.72. Total supply is 1.3 billion. And I believe it's 1.3 billion. Yes. And then the all-time high is $46. So it's a great value right now. I think Flow is going to be a long-term blue chip project. Think Shopify. Think PayPal. Something that you could buy at these prices and be trading at $400 chilling always. Flow is going to be something like that. Why? Because Dapper Labs is built on Flow. Dapper Labs is one of the most successful NFT protocols out there. They launched NBA Top Shot, which has made billions of dollars and is a growing ecosystem, and it's continuing to grow. It's backed by the NBA. They signed a deal last year with the NFL. So NBA Top Shot has launched and is successful. So then the NFL has done the same thing. They're launching next year, and they're going to have their NFTs with Dapper Labs, which is built on Flow as well. So that's more billions of dollars that's going to be flowing through it. So now they got the NBA, they got the NFL, which is going to be the same thing, and then they got UFC. So the UFC just signed a deal with them. So now they have 3 of the biggest sporting events or sports in general on their blockchain, and they're going to be utilizing NFTs. So you could basically what this means is that you could own the moment. So like if you have a game-winning shot, like LeBron James shooting a game-winning shot, you could own that moment. There could be 3,000 of them, 5,000 of them. It's just a whole NFT landscape of it, and people will buy and flip and sell whatever. So it's just an ecosystem that's successful and it's scalable and it's safe, and they're gonna continue to do more. They're gonna continue to do more and grow. And as you can see here, there's over $1 billion in transactions and over 1.5 million users on NBA Top Shot alone. So then now the NFL just launched. There's already 15 million sales, 85K unique collectors, 180,000 transactions, and you can see the UFC here. It's only going to keep growing, only going to get bigger. So it's only going to get bigger. So look, they got this coming, La Liga. I think that's soccer. If they look at this, coming soon, exclusively on Flow. They got so much more coming. and it's only the beginning. Look at their partners. They got YouTube, A16Z, Venrock, USV, Digital Currency Group. This is one of the biggest crypto VCs out there. Samsung Next, Barbie, right? It's just insane. If you look at their development team, their development labs, all I know is I'm bullish on Flow long term. It's one of these that you buy and set and forget, and it can make you extremely wealthy if you invest into it, right? And it's only $2 right now. So that's why I think Flow is going to be huge. It just coincides with being listed on Coinbase, and then it's just too much good news for me. This, with them thinking about using Flow and then being listed on Coinbase, it's just too much good news. Avalanche is already on Coinbase, so it's already legit, right? Now, let's move on to the last part of the video and talk about LCX and what's going on and what my thought about it is. So, Cyprus drafts crypto rules, may introduce them before the EU regulations. So it says here that Cyprus, is that Cyprus or Cyprus? Cyprus has prepared its own legislation to regulate crypto assets and is likely to adopt it before Europe finalizes a common regulatory framework, which they're using LCX as a guideline. A government official has indicated. The authorities in Nicosia welcome the careful use of cryptocurrencies, he added. Government of Cyprus to submit attractive crypto bill. So it says that Cyprus has an inviolable position in the EU when it comes to innovation, with the second best progress last year, according to the European Innovation Scoreboard. The country's Deputy Minister for Research, Innovation and Digital Policy, I can't pronounce his name, I can pronounce it, stated at a meeting with the local fintech community. The event was devoted to digital assets, entrepreneurship, and financial technology. He says, I can tell you that Cyprus welcomes the use of digital and crypto assets, but we still need to be very careful and respect not only the regulations currently in place, but also the absence of any other regulations. So my opinion is that they want to be aligned with the EU. Our challenge is not being aligned with the EU. It's about dilemma of whether to wait for them to finalize their regulatory framework or do we go on it alone. So this is the Central Bank of Cyprus. We must remember that the CBC is subject to the ECB, European Central Bank, and central banks tended to be conservative. And remember, they have already listed that LCX is ready to go. Like, oh, we like what LCX is doing. They're compliant. And the interesting thing that I saw this was the reason why I'm bringing this on the video today was this came out, and all of a sudden, today, LCX tweets about regulatory framework, a thread. They made a whole thread about it. The cryptocurrency industry is growing by leaps and bounds, and there are certain rules, laws, and regulations that need to be followed. LCX is registered with the FMA pursuant to the TVTG regulatory framework. Let's deep dive. And I'm going to link this in there below. So they basically explain how they're all regulated with the depository, their token, their key depository, their token depository, their exchange service provider, their price service provider, their token issuer, identity service providers, token generator. And they break it down and basically explain why and how they are a regulated fintech company. Regulated fintech company. And then right here, what is fintech? Financial technology. The event was devoted to digital assets, entrepreneurship, and financial technology. It's I don't know if this is like a flex or if this is like a reminder like, hey, Europe, you want to talk about regulations? We're already regulated. We already are the blueprint. We're the guideline. I feel like this is it's a very high coincidence as to why LCX tweeted a whole thread and basically put it in bold, a regulated fintech company when they just had a fintech meeting about regulation. Very interesting in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Am I digging too deep into this? This is something that you got to pay attention to. Why are they tweeting this out of nowhere? Right after this, regulation discussions, right? And that's why I love LCX. I love that they're they push forward and they're basically saying, hey man, we're regulated, we're ready to go, and we are the standard when it comes to crypto regulation and when it comes to exchanges. And there's so much more that's gonna come, right? The app is coming, the exchange remodel is coming. It's just bullish news. It's just complete bullish news for crypto if you are looking into certain projects like Flow, LCX, Alliance Block, Cadena, Quant, etc., etc., etc. I think LCX will be one of the ones that will thrive. And shout out to shout out to Cryptos Junior, because he tweeted out this funny question today. This is the last thing. It says you can't buy today. You buy today and can't sell till 2025. Which altcoin will make you $1 million? I couldn't pick one. Like I said, I can't pick one. He's like, you got to choose one. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna pick LCX because I can accumulate more bang for my buck. It's easier for me to get to 10,000, 100,000 LCX than to get to 1,000 quant. Right? It's gonna cost me a lot more to get to 1,000 quant. Right? To make $1 million. So LCX, you can get to 100,000. You can get to 50,000. LCX hits to $50. You're solid. You're set. That's $1 million right there. Right? But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. This video I felt kind of out of whack because I was kind of frustrated because the power went out. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys. Remember, join the Discord. There's like-minded people in there. That's gonna help you grow in the crypto space. It helps me a lot being in a like-minded community and growing. I remember we had like 5 people in there. Now we have over 650 people. It's amazing. It's a beautiful community. But yeah, shout out to everyone that supports the channel, everyone that watches. I'm very thankful for all of you. I'm going to be making a thread on Flow today, so pay attention to that. And this will probably be a premiere. And yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you guys on Monday. You guys have a great, safe weekend. Remember, DCA always saves a day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Yeah.